In this video, I'm going to show you a strategy you can use to take your legs apart flexibility, like a middle split, to the next level. Stretch with me and learn how it works. The flexibility guy, Coach Elia. Shinzo, Sasage-yo guys, I'm the flexibility guy, Coach Elia, and before I show you this strategy, I want to teach you today to learn the middle split and also to take your legs apart flexibility to the next level. Let me show you my book first, alright? So, Split Hacking, the complete playbook to master your lower body and splits flexibility. So if you want to learn the splits and your lower body flexibility, check out this book with all the exercises you can do to get there. You can check it out following the link in the description down below, alright? With that said, let's start. Alright guys, so to apply this strategy, you need an elastic band, and I'm gonna be using a chair with some weights on it. You can also use a piece of furniture or whatever, but make sure it doesn't move, alright, like this. Now, you want to wrap the bands around the chair or something, and wrap the elastic band around 1 foot, like this. Alright, actually 1 ankle, alright, you want to make sure that it's well wrapped around this. Now let me show you how it works, alright. The problem when we perform a legs apart movement is that most of the time we don't have that kind of sliding movement we do want to have to get deeper into the stretch. What should we do? Let me show you. For example, I'm gonna start easy, alright? I'm gonna start easy. You want to put traction here, all right? And start like this with one knee, much like here, all right? Can you see like the band now is pulling? As I go into the stretch, there's a 1 leg frog stretch, for example. I do want to let that band pull my hips to the side. Can you see? All right, how sweet it is. And now the band is pulling my foot to the side, helping me get into a deeper and deeper stretch. And that's how it works, all right? So you let the band pull your foot to the side as much as you can. Now, from here, you can do whatever kind of thing you want. You can apply a PNF contraction, so you want to push that foot against the floor for 10 seconds, for example, then you stop, inhale, and as you get deeper, for example, into the stretch, after a PNF or after 5 breaths, for example, you want to slide out, right? And as you slide out, you got that bend that is going to pull your foot out. So you do want to focus on that kind of traction over there to get deeper into the stretch. All right? That's genius. Am I right? Now, the same thing you do want to do when you perform a side split. All right? So before going, guys, this is really important. Before going into the position, you don't want to start with the band that is kind of that has no tension. All right, you do want to tense the band, put the foot over there, and then kind of slide to the side with the other foot, and then as you are ready to go into the split, you let the band pull you to the side, and then you focus all your attention on that side of your body. All right, that side of your body becomes the most important part of your body, because you do want to feel that side, of course, is pulling you to the side. Now, as you get deeper, for example, in the splits, you want to get a little deeper, perfect. I want to slide with the foot to the side. I'm not thinking about the other foot now, because now I do want to focus my attention on something a little different, which is that part of my body there. All right, you want to get deeper into the split, perfect. But you do also always want to focus on that side of the body which is pulling you to the side, your foot to the side. All right, so this is kind of a strategy you can use each and every time you go into a legs apart movement, all right, where you have to kind of follow a traction of your foot, of one part of your body to the side to get a little deeper into the stretch, all right? That's really interesting, because when you perform these stretches here, you might feel like I'm not getting the stretch I want, because maybe there's the floor or your muscles kind of pulling in every direction, and now you got a strong traction that helps you get deeper into the stretch, all right? Of course, when you do one side, you want to make sure that you do also the other, all right? So put the band always on both sides. For example, now I've done my right, I want to also do my left side. Same kind of walk, same kind of progression, same kind of exercise, but assistance on the other side. Actually, if you have a stiffer side, maybe you can consider doing one set more on that side to help you gain more flexibility. Another interesting example of this kind of strategy here is when you kind of put the band a little higher, all right, and you wrap it not around your foot but around your knee, all right. We all know the frog stretch, a really famous stretch for your adductors, and it's a legs apart movement, all right. So I put traction on the band, all right. I put traction on the band like this. I put traction, all right. The band is pulling, and I go into the frog stretch, and now watch. The band is pulling my knee to the side, helping me achieve a greater stretch. I feel that the band is helping me like crazy, a lot actually, because I do feel that it's constantly pulling my leg to the side. And now my focus is not on my left leg. In this case, I got my right leg wrapped with the band. My focus is almost entirely on my right leg, because I do want to keep my left leg fixed and slide toward my right. As I slide toward my right, of course, I adjust also my body position. So my body has to stay in line with my trunk, with my hips and with my legs. So if I slide only toward my right, I also want to adjust my torso position to the right, all right? That's the main idea I do want to have here. And as I get deeper into the stretch, I can slide out, all right, with my knee every 5 breaths, for example, or after PNF contraction, whatever. You may use whatever kind of methodology you want, but you got this strong assistance here to help you get deeper into the stretch. Alright guys, so now I think you know a badass strategy you can use to increase your legs apart flexibility just by using a band. Guys, it's easy, but it's really effective for your splits. I've used it a lot to get my split, actually. I gotta be honest with you. So it's a really interesting one, but I know that you may have a lot of questions, a lot of opinions. Maybe you give this strategy a go and you have something to ask. So if that's the case, I strongly encourage you to leave a comment down below. Also, if you enjoyed the content, you can leave a comment and leave a thumb up. All right, so hit that thumb up button, help me grow this YouTube channel. It's free, but only if you enjoyed the content. All right, guys, with that said, Shinzo Sasageyo, have a nice stretch. See you in the next video. Bye.